And the format is you tell them about your company, and tell them what your challenges are, and you're gonna get feedback from the audience. 6 minutes, I'm gonna be the moderator and keep you on track. Because we all want to get back to our lives at some point, but we want to make sure you get the help. Afterwards, let's sit and chat. We'll talk about some of the things that you're on today to make sure that you've got some good information to get back to the okay? So the hand is over to you. You want to get something going here?
How's everybody doing this morning? Can you hear me okay? Good. First of all, it took a lot for me to get up here. This is the first time me being up in front of people in about 8 years. The last time I actually was up in front of people, I was in the middle of a presentation. I almost felt like I was about to pass out. What I didn't know was I had hit a run accident, and from that I got like a PTSD, and then discovered I had CPTSD. So, you know, I decided to, instead of, I was going to give up on life, and I decided to actually move forward. So, as we know, like in the 2020s, people were overbidding on homes, and there's still land available. However, you would hear about people spending $30,000 and $40,000 more for their actual home that they actually planned on. You actually become enemies to somebody who's just bidding on a home for their family. And I sort of like it was upsetting me. And I have been in the home industry for quite a while. And I saw what was missing. And one of the things was the actual home product. So you can like put these people in. But then when I started noticing and looking, the home products out there really weren't standing up. As you notice, recently, all the storms we're actually getting, all the hurricanes, you know, Michigan didn't have hurricanes. We weren't worried about tornadoes or any kind of harsh weather. That really didn't come to us. Now what we're dealing with is this very harsh weather, and this harsh weather is doing a lot to us. So I ended up getting into construction, and I'm not a builder, although it does say that on the presentation. I want to make sure that's correct. I'm a consultant working with other builders and GBC's Grid, an amazing product. And what I basically do is, like a home builder, I basically create something different. Normally, people attempt to go buy a land, and then somebody might go buy a home, and it doesn't always come together really well. And a lot of the homeowners are attempting to get a good dollar for their property, and the home buyers don't want to give them that money. So I figured I could just step in and actually let go of my profit and just apply a home. My whole thing was I can do things on quantity as opposed to worrying about just this little bit. I can actually provide homes for people. So the way that I actually provide disaster-proof homes is my homes will stand over 200-mile-per-hour winds, tested. They're hurricane-proof, tornado-proof, flood-proof. They actually are warmer in the winter, cooler in the summer, and it's a great home. In presenting, thank you. We actually pulled the home up, and the home we actually have on market, that's one of the homes we have on market in Florida. And it's a 1,581 square foot home, three bed, 2 bath, 2-car garage. And normally, this would be considered a luxury home. What I did, or what I'm doing, is attempting to keep the home still in an affordable market. Everybody's saying, just for example, one of the actual challenges I'm facing is because I'm actually building this home, number one, people are a little bit more skeptical because we're basically, America is built on wood. We have plenty of trees, and with those trees, it basically funds America and the actual industry. And now I have to actually get the industry to see that I'm not attempting to usurp the industry, but actually help the industry and move it forward, because I'm able to build homes a lot faster than most people. And that's another problem I actually have. When I actually tell people that I'm able to build homes, like for example, in Florida, they're telling people you can get a home about a year or so out. With me, I can do it in about 4 months, 4.5 months. And one of the reasons is when you're building a frame home, normally you gotta put each frame up like each stick. What we actually do is we create an actual polystyrene foam panel. We take the panel, encase it in a steel cage, and then run steel through the polystyrene, which gives you your insulation and structure. We then take that and create the actual home, and then completely cover the home in shotcrete concrete. So the home is pretty much, not saying it's indestructible, because I'm not gonna say that God's only one who can say that. You know, didn't they say that about the Titanic? So, basically, what I've created, or I wouldn't say created, I've been blessed to find people who are able to create this thing with me called EVG 3D. And what it is a home that will be there for you and your family for over 100 years. It gets stronger for the next 100 years. And now I'm new in the industry. And the amazing thing is my actual predecessors, one got out of business, sold their equipment, because they actually talked to them. They were like, we could get people to believe in it. Then my actual, my partner builder, partner associate, he actually stopped building here, left America, and went overseas because they actually understood the product. He actually got tired of dealing with the actual everything in America. So my next plan is next week, I'm going to talk to a Mr. Extravagant in Florida, who's part of the building department, and get us together so we can actually create homes for people that withstand something. Because, you also, I just want you to, whether you're going to buy a home, not that you got to buy anything from me, but I want you to think about a couple things. Number one, do you know your home's windbreaker? And basically what your home's windbreaker is wood home's windbreaker is about 80 miles per hour. A brick home's windbreaker is about 135 miles per hour. And our home's windbreaker in cinder block is about over 200 miles per hour. So what that basically says is when the wind blows, your house might blow down. So we actually have this product that I want to say I've created, I've been blessed to be a part of, and some of the challenges I've actually had, like for example, when the person actually asked me, here's one. So they asked me, could I get the house completed by a certain time? I went to the county, went to all my associates, went to my contractors, my distributors, everybody, got everything in line. Then when I told them I could do it, they were like, well, I've never heard anybody actually be able to do it that kind of time. So then that's where I am. So this will be my first home build. I actually have my associates build different things outside of this area. And one of the biggest things is most of the homes are luxury homes. And with luxury home folks, if you're paying a few $1 million for a home, you probably don't want anybody to have somebody take your actual home being made. So now I'm actually out here attempting to get assistance from my community to find out how can I actually push a virtual home out to the community and get interest. And also assistance. The other thing is if I may have to actually, if I have to, I want to give a shout out to Ms. Hess, who assisted me with Primerica with something called a key man policy to assist me to possibly, if necessary, fund my first build in order to get other people's interest. But one of the reasons why I don't want to do that is because one of the reasons why you have product shortages is because there's so many homes that are sitting around that get broken into and have things stolen out of. On top of it, if I build 2 to 3 homes and they're sitting, that means the person who's buying a home from me, you're going to pay for that 2 to 3 homes that are sitting, plus that home. So this is what I'm planning to create. I appreciate all your input and thank you very much for the time.
Before we get to the question, so just to make sure I understand the challenge, you want to be able to market your virtual home, get attention to your virtual home, and then what's the other challenge?
That's one challenge with the actual marketing the home, and I guess maybe how to actually market it because it's so fantastic. I almost need to, I guess, like there was an get the over and the under. I almost need to not say it's so fantastic to actually get it sold. Is that what I need to do?
Well, that old expression, if it's too good to be true, you will, but in your case, it doesn't sound like it. So what kind of advice do we have for Ms. Boykin today?
The presentation. Thank you for coming in and getting up in front of people. I know it's not easy. When you talked about people not believing in your ability to build a home because you build it so quickly, It's really an education problem, and if you think about it, when iPods first came out, people didn't know what that was or that they needed one. And they had a great marketing campaign where they said 10,000 songs in your pocket. So they taught people how to understand what they were selling. And so I think what you have is a marketing problem. You need to be able to educate people as to why you can build this home so quickly, because probably they're thinking, that's a scam or that's not real. You just need some marketing that can walk them through that in a way that they can. So.
Thank you. And
Yes.
And if you ever, one is the actual, like, thank you for mentioning that. I actually started a book, and one of my persons I catch on YouTube by the name of Myron Gold, another person by the name of Wayne Malcolm. And what they actually started talking about is either creating a book and putting the book out. And so I figured I'd just do something simple like a YouTube book. And each chapter is a short video. You can basically take a picture and follow along on YouTube.
Great. So it sounds like social media is going to be part of your marketing.
Yes, and I also have Google specialists that are helping me to get stuff YouTube as well.
See, so you can optimize, yes.
I just have a question about what you're doing currently, because it sounds like if I had a home that was destroyed, I wouldn't care about the other things as much as, oh, if you can help me prove it, I would do it. So do you go after the people who actually been affected, or are you just doing the construction builders and those people?
You know,
that would be the best way.
Say thank you, because that's a really good idea. It almost sounds like it sounds like almost like a wolf.
That's all.
Well, I've been a lone wolf, so so that's a good idea. Thank you.
Excellent. That's an excellent suggestion. And in fact, I was even thinking about, what about insurance companies? They have to replace these homes. And usually if it's a guaranteed replacement process, it's fine. So you can go to them and say, hey, I can replace this home for a fraction of the cost. Also, future insurance costs are going to be less because now we have a home that's going to be able to withstand.
Yeah. It'll be there after the storm, so they might have to pay.
There you go. Because insurance companies are losing a lot. They're even leaving some areas because they can't afford, to pay all these claims. This may be something you can do from the insurance company. Oh yeah, absolutely. Imagine a homeowner whose policy has gone up 15 times or 10 times. You almost can't afford to stay at home anymore because they can't afford it. Excellent. Any other thoughts?
We met a company, I'm a commissioner who works for Ferndale. We met a company at the golf outing last week. They're called MRA. They're in Madison Heights.
Okay.
And they are a marketing firm, and I just pulled up their website because I didn't want to misspeak on their behalf. But what they do is they build live experiential events by engaging the target audience, by stimulating the human senses with brand messaging in a controlled, comfortable environment. So they have these massive buses where they do these like virtual tours, they build out the whole thing. So they are a marketing firm, but they can build out this virtual tour, and then they drive the bus around doing the tour. So this company might be I don't know how much they come, but it might be the connect. So I have a person here and not giving their part. I want to say
That is a great idea. Just as the stuff was talking about, my thought was, on your YouTube site, maybe do some sort of animation of how the house.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can probably get someone to help with that. There are companies around, and I think about companies called that give you, but especially with AI, it should be very, very simple to show how the home is constructed. Why it's so hurricane-proof, why it's so wind-proof. That would be really good for your goals. And then you also, as your business increases, you want to hire a social media manager or marketing manager, digital marketing. Your job is to run a business, manage a business, and sell the business. Find the help that you need, build your team so that they can help you build it. Any other comments or suggestions or compliments? Mr. Boykin, thank you so much.
Oh, thank you.
I want you to introduce yourself and tell us about the products. I will pull your presentation up. I'm nervous.
Thank you. Thanks, Oakland Cloud, for inviting me here today to do this presentation. My name is Marvin Kai. I'm the author and creator of the Green King Collection. Well, firstly, what I do is I'm a substitute teacher at Hillary in Madison Heights. I also coach football and basketball, and just try to be active in the community and just do what I can do to help the kids and just be active in the community. My coaching style is just to try to give kids positive messages. And so, as opposed to just focusing on my kids, I just decided just try to do something that's a little bit more universal. So I came up with the Green Team Collection. It's a collection of activity books, 72 pages.